Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Melodies. It's your girl Sonora, aka S. Harris, and
T.Willie Loomis, T.Will the Crusader, T.Willie Rucker, the monster amongst nerds. What is good, y'all? The reason why I call myself the monster amongst nerds is because I'm a 6'6", 320-pound motherfucker. Anyways, welcome to Melodies. This is episode 6. We're glad to have y'all on. We are gonna go ahead and drop off these first two videos, which is Sterling Drakko with Third Good Stubs and Mr. Red, the UndaDawg with Record Sessions. What's good?
7 P's out the motherfucking PJ. Drakko. Hey, these rap niggas thinking they hard, but that shit don't excite me. The bank with the chick had to do it like Nike. Stand on my toes, I won't shoot, come fight. Take a bitch to the mountains, cause I like to sightsee. Spike in my drink, that bitch kicking like Lee. Took a pee on the PJ, then serve you a pee. Drop a line in that soda, it put him to sleep. If I'm up after sipping, that walkie was cheap. Nigga, they be popping they gums, they don't know better. Lactose, but I need me some more cheddar. A 300, the inside is white leather. She gon' fuck with a nigga, cause I'm fresher. In the pussy, cause that bitch was too pressure. I'm that nigga, I look in it, undress her. Love the titties, cause that shit was so yellow. Ain't got sense like I'm coolin' with 50. I play ball on the court, I be shifty. Sippin' drink out the cuss from Win Dixie. Left the hoe when she said, can you tip me? Got a bitch that like Alizé, Miss Parker. I grew up here in Tunchi, Dwayne Carter. Niggas say that I'm slacking, let's go harder. Break the guard like Denzel, like I'm Coach Carter. Little bitch. Hey, serving peas out the motherfucking PJ. Serving peas out the motherfucking PJ. Serving peas out the motherfucking PJ. On me, little bitch. Hey, lead the show, count the bags on the freeway. Lead the show, count the bags on the freeway. Lead the show, count the bags on the freeway. We ain't there yet, bitch.
I'm back, Mr. Red on the track. I'm getting bread out your trap. Bitch, give me head or get slapped. Look at this, I ain't dealing with no foolishness. Moving this, riding with no hooligans up on no stupid shit. I'm carpooling with some lunatics. Trap whoop a lip. Ooh, that sound lucrative. And I ain't hanging with no looser lips. Have you seen what they do to ships? You could invite them on the cruising ship and they'll be sitting there waiting on you to slip. But since birth, I was deemed success. I'll put you in to take you out like a VHS. I help you set up your shop, then shut that bitch down. I'm the new DMX. If the beef on the net, I won't see them threats. I avoid the drama, but if he's the man when I get back from the Bahamas, hell, I'll beat him next. I'm a little bit chaotic, got me thinking when the third voice in me gon' say stop it. Then I heard her say, not today probably, but the A got me, so remain godly. I'm a soul survivor. Your car was dope till I drove by you. I'm from Heights, I was born flying. How you get them stripes when the court denied you? See me, I'm a known provider. Even my chick can't get you higher. So that mean even if I was a 9 to 5er, I'd still be your supervisor. Boss life, we don't mess with you cause you ain't taught right. We understand? Psych, we don't mess with you cause your vote like. Get your money up and then get dog a call. I smoke with red and sip all with power. Now that I thought about it long and hard, it's like since my haters dissolve, all my problems resolve. I'm about the ball with all my original.
Yeah. That was Sterling Drakko, the first video with Third Good Stubs coming straight out of Mississippi. Shout out to my homeboy Hypnotic, the DJ. That's actually one of his artists right there. And then Mr. Red, the UndaDawg, coming straight out of Killeen. Got to show shout out to the OG there. That's why we went ahead and put him on. Shout out to Mr. Red, the UndaDawg. But we gotta go ahead and get into our very first topic, which is when you riding, what you bumping.
one of my favorite topics to talk about.
You're damn right. Yeah, I love that. Go ahead and talk about what you like to bump when you ride and everything like that.
Well, let me see. I guess on maybe like it depends on what mood I'm in. Let me say that. But most of the time, I'm a trap girly. So Young Dolph is always gonna be played in my car. Like Dolph gonna be played. Gucci Mane, Wayne.
Always gotta play Weezy.
Man,
always gotta play Weezy. Weezy's gotta be in the damn. He's gotta be in the turn.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Who else I'll be listening to? Moneybagg Yo. But then if I'm waking up, like some nights, like, well, I don't have a vehicle right now, but when I did have a vehicle, like some nights I would get up like the wee hours of the morning. I said nights, but y'all know what I mean. The wee hours of the morning and like just go ride and listen to some R&B. So I guess it depends on what type of mood I'm in. If I can't sleep, I'm gonna go ride my city, baby.
Yeah, I feel that. I love riding in the city sometimes too, especially around like 3-4 in the morning, and there is no cars, or you can just push that 100.
Man, listening to that music, that good music, and that ride, be everything. And then I get back to the house, I'll be like, now I'm ready to take a nap. Like I gotta get up for work about 7 or 8 in the morning. But yeah.
As far as me, when I'm bumping. I mean, just like you said, it's totally depending on the mood. Because I listen to a mix of a lot of stuff. Like I don't just stick with hip hop or anything.
You like rock?
I love rock.
Me too.
I love rock music. I definitely wish we had more rockers give us more videos, but it's all right. They are working, and yeah, everybody wants to be rappers. Everybody wants to be singers. But I do love rock music. I definitely blast out with Linkin Park. Shout out to Chester. Rest in peace, Chester. And I listen to Metallica. I listen to like old school rock too. I listen to Metallica, AC/DC, Nickelback. I listen to Nickelback.
I actually like them. I'm always saying they name wrong, but it's Ever Since. I like them too.
But people be shitting on Nickelback. I don't understand that. Like, I'm like, how are they the top? You know, how are they one of the top bands played? And then all of a sudden, nobody likes Nickelback, and all of a sudden don't listen to Nickelback and stuff. I never understood that.
I know a lot of people that listen to them. Oh my goodness, they hate it because I like the band. I don't care. It's
been mentioned. I mean, hell, even the old Deadpool trailer for Deadpool 2 way back when they had mentioned it, because it was something that he had mentioned, like, hey, I actually like Nickelback, but you know, I'm trying to figure out how Nickelback ended up being one of the most hated bands.
I don't know.
I never understood. I love all their songs. How You Remind Me, god damn it.
Listen.
Oh man, could you imagine 3 o'clock?
I like country too, but
could you imagine 3 o'clock in the morning and you just ride, and all of a sudden, never made it as a wise man.
That is my favorite.
And you just riding now.
My sister said, I hate riding in the car with you, especially when we leaving the bar, because you be playing all that country music and all that rock and roll.
But we just got done listening to rap and R&B in the club.
I want to listen
to something else. What kind of stuff? But yeah, I listen to rock music. I
love country music. Oh my goodness.
I love country music too. Don't give me no Luke Bryan. Don't give me no Luke Bryan. Don't give me no Reba McEntire, because I love me some Reba.
Reba is so good.
I love Mama Reba.
Corey Brent. Oh my gosh, I love me some Corey Brent, y'all. Ooh, this man could have the patents I don't even wear. I swear.
Don't even get me started on Brooks and Dunn if we gotta talk about some old school.
Carrie Underwood is good too.
Carrie Underwood is great.
She got this song called Two Black Cadillacs.
I heard of it.
Ooh.
I heard it.
Two Black Cadillacs.
Yo.
The wife and the mistress put that man in the ground. And they split his money and drove off in 2 black Cadillacs.
Yeah.
Like, I would do something like that. Like, okay, Carrie.
But yeah,
you busting windows out of people's cars.
If I had to,
actually quite therapeutic.
But yeah, if I had to listen to country, then I'm definitely riding with Brooks and Dunn and Reba for sure.
Reba for sure.
I also like Dolly. A lot of people's like, Dolly, you like Dolly Parton? I love
some of Dolly Parton's
some Dolly
music
Parton,
is okay.
Like straight up.
I used to cry when I was pregnant with Junior. because like if I missed my episodes of Reba, I would literally cry real tears, y'all. Pregnancy hormones, I swear they weird. So like I would cry. I would tell my sons that like you didn't even record it for me. Like
oh man, my boy Dev got on. He said, "Y'all some hybrid black folks for real." Bro.
But we are though.
We are. Oh, that's Hypnotic. Hypnotic got on. He said, "Y'all some hybrid." Oh man. But yeah, we some hybrids.
We are.
Because I listen to everything. But as far as the real nitty gritty, Weezy's getting played. Gucci's getting played. A lot of people might question me on it. I bump him. I bump Eminem. I love me some Marshall Mathers.
I mean, he's okay.
Because I'm
who he is.
I'm a lyrical head. A lot of people are like, oh yeah.
He's okay for who he is.
I'm a lyrical head, and that dude is one of the best lyricists out there. And
no, I'm not saying that he's not. Like his word, like I think what's just tripping me up is because, and I hate to say this out loud.
Just over here mumbling here.
Because I don't want to say it out loud.
Oh,
but y'all know. I think that's what's tripping me up. Like if I never would have seen him, I would have been probably okay. But his words, I mean, how he put his words together, I love it. Right? But yeah.
Again, I also listen to Wiz because if y'all
Wiz is kind of cool.
Yeah, Wiz is cool, yeah. But of course, if y'all know me. Anyways, go ahead and let y'all
he makes stoner music. That's all I'm gonna say.
He makes real dope stoner music. Yeah. As far as the smokers out there, he does make some dope stuff. And then also there's what's the name of that damn group? I just had them. Oh, Flatbush Zombies.
I have no idea.
Check them out. They're actually really dope. Flatbush Zombies.
Say it again.
Flatbush Zombies.
Flatbush.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a group. It's 3 dudes and habitual stoners, just like Wiz and everything like that. And they make some real good music.
Is it like rap? What genre?
Yeah, it's rap. Got a little bit of a rock style to some of their tracks, but
so it's not like down south country rap.
No, okay. It's not down south country rap. I do listen to down south country rap, best believe, because I am I do rock with of course Rick Ross. I also rock with Big X the Plug. I love Big X the Plug.
I don't know who that is.
Man, that's a Texas rapper. Oh. Man, Mexican OT. Also, let me go ahead.
Listen,
let me go ahead and throw him out there too.
He is one of them too. He's from Houston, ain't he?
Yeah,
or somewhere in that.
He's from realm. Somewhere in that realm, in that area. And if I'm just gonna be perfectly honest, yeah, some of these artists that we have on the show that be coming up on the show, I love Team La Familia. Those are my bros. Tiny Toon, Little Yoda, Black Mexico. Who else am I riding with as far as local artists? Because again, I listen to a lot of underground artists, and then being that I'm networking with a lot of these underground artists and stuff now, I'm starting to pick up on other artists.
True.
Like Beretta Biz is in my playlist now,
and he was on the show. And they be having friends, and then the friends be having friends, so it's all good.
Yeah, because I got Beretta Biz, Ivan L, and Samantha Lauren, who we're actually gonna play her video down here a little bit later on. All of them coming out of Miami, and I'm like, yo,
Miami scene is fire.
Miami scene is fire, yo.
Like y'all need to watch Love and Hip Hop Miami because they have so many good artists that people don't know, and that's probably one of the only seasons that I actually really seen like artists in Miami versus when they first started Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
Those people are really working on their music and trying to get it out there, and they really good artists.
Yeah, I feel that. And if I'm in Miami, I'm definitely bumping all my Texas music, and I'm definitely about to try to get these artists out there, especially because because we're planning a Miami trip in June.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, so I'm definitely about to go ahead.
I gotta get fined. That's enough time for me to get fined.
I gotta get this a little weight off. Gotta get a little weight off.
It ain't gonna take me long.
It ain't too much. But yeah. So we are planning a trip to Miami as well to meet up with some of these artists that we have networked with. Shout out to Ivan L. and also shout out to Beretta Biz. But we are going to go ahead and get into the Haymaker matchup this week, which is going to be Ryu versus Liu Kang. Yeah, again, that is our Haymaker matchup, Ryu versus Liu Kang. The surprising thing to me about that whole Haymaker matchup, I didn't realize how small these motherfuckers are.
They little.
5'8" and 5'10"?
Yeah.
185 pounds?
They are tiny.
I'm trying to figure out how Ryu's big ass done beat Sagat's big ass, little ass beat Sagat's big ass. I'm trying to figure out how the hell that happened.
That's why I was like, these two are. I would actually have to watch this play out in real life, You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In real life to see like who.
Because
I would be biting my nails the whole match.
Because I'm also wondering too, how the hell did Liu Kang's little ass beat Goro's big 7 foot something ass with the 4 arms?
That's him.
I was like,
He's
that dude. And then he became a fire god recently. If y'all played the recent Mortal Kombat,
see, I didn't know that. Y'all just told me that today. So yeah, I didn't know that.
He became a fire god. Him and Lord Raiden the switched roles. So now Raiden is like, the main, protagonist in the Mortal Kombat, and Liu Kang is now the fire god.
But that's a good matchup, Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Like, that ain't so good. Like, this is such a good matchup.
It is a great matchup.
But I don't know who's gonna win, though.
It's definitely a toss-up, but y'all can definitely leave comments on our Rain and Melodies page, which is Rain and Melodies 210. Y'all can leave comments on my page, which is the T.Willie Loomis. Y'all can leave comments on Sonora's page, which is Sonora Harris. Y'all can let us know who won, and we are going to let y'all vote for who wins on rainandmelodies.com as soon as we get that website pulled up here. So that website will be coming up here real soon. And again, you'll be able to go ahead and vote for the winners of each Haymaker matchup. And the Haymaker matchups do relate to our Go Getter project, which is going to be our viewer giveaway for anybody that's actually watching the show. All you have to do is watch, vote, and win.
And you never know what your prize is going to be.
Never know. You never know what the prize is going to be here. But we're going to go ahead and play Angelica Nor featuring Millie Smoke with Say That.
Say that one more time. I got enough. What you mean? Say that one more time. I got enough. What you mean? Say that one more time and I'm gonna come and chase ya. Leaves in the trees, they gon' dance until the stars gone. Now I don't like the way you're talking. Yeah. Now I don't like the way you're talking right now. And I can hear far away, you don't come back here. Speeding like a need for speed, it's only safe when you're here. Now I got things on my mind, can you hear it? Now I got things on my mind, think you can hear it. Turn around and you talking back. Fuck around and go set my track. Yeah, popping off like bang bang. Sipping on it like drink drink. Dressing up like it's payday. Don't give a fuck what they say. I'ma do my own thing. I'ma do my own thing. Turn around and you talking back. Fuck around and go set my track. Yeah, popping off like bang bang. Sipping on it like drink drink. Dressing up like it's payday. Don't give a fuck what they say. I'ma do my own thing. I'ma do my own, yeah.
I like her.
Yeah, that was Angelica Nor coming straight out of Miami.
She's pretty.
I told y'all. Florida is hitting us up, yo. We got plenty of artists coming from Florida. Chicago's also hitting us up too. And Cali. That's what I'm saying. We making moves, and I plan on making visits to all these places so that way I can interact and network with these artists, and I'll also interact and network with more artists from there. But yeah, Angelica Nor is one of the artists I do plan on trying to link up with when we take our Miami trip in June. Hopefully we get a track in or something, you know. But
she's a beautiful girl.
She's definitely beautiful.
I wonder if she likes the women.
I have no idea. That's something I never really asked. And then none of that, Millie Smoke is also beautiful too. I do know that she's actually gonna be dropping videos here as well. I told y'all we got queens coming in now. Yeah, we got queens coming in. We got all different types of artists all over the place. And again, I'm looking for some rockers so we can get some rock music up in this motherfucker. Because I love some rock music, yo, especially if you dope. So again, if y'all know any other artists that's willing to submit tracks, if they have any music videos or whatever, definitely send them our way and we'll get their videos played on the show. But gonna go ahead and get into the T.Willie Loomis recap.
Wanna know my name, you want my story, yo. You wanna ride this wave, then let's get on the go. I love to rock a crowd and do all kinds of shows. Vibe with me, I'm on my even flow.
Yeah, the T.Willie Loomis recap. Y'all know I like talking about AEW and WWE stuff. I also like talking about NBA stuff that's going on. That's really all that's going on because the NFL is over with. Baseball is about to start up, but
I'm gonna cry when baseball season starts because
why?
That me and my dad used to watch baseball season together all the time. Like we would be on the phone, so I'm gonna cry.
Rest in peace to Sonora's dad. Let's go and get a shout out right there. Yeah, y'all know I like to talk about stuff that happened to WWE. So we're gonna talk about stuff that happened last night, which I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the attack on Bayley, our actual Royal Rumble Women's winner. She did qualify to get to the main event. Well, not the main event, but she qualified for a championship match at WrestleMania. And last night, she actually got jumped by her old group, which is Damage Control. Damage Control consists of Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Io Sky. Yes, these are all Asian female wrestlers. And also Dakota Kai. Can't trust these bitches at all. You damn right. Because after last night,
they jumped her. They used to
after
be
last
crew.
night,
Like,
they used to be her crew.
Loyalty at.
They used to be her crew, and they jumped her last
talk
night.
To me.
Which I thought is a big part of the story. Because it looks like WrestleMania is jumping to be a pretty dope event, but I haven't seen a bad WrestleMania in a long time. So this storyline that they got going on with Bayley and her old cohorts, I think is pretty dope. And then also last night we had a surprising return of Rey Mysterio. Yes, Rey Mysterio returned back to the ring with his LWO brethren.
Is this like Mexican wrestling or something?
So the LWO is called the Latino World Order. I don't know if you remember back in the 90s when they had the NWO with Hulk Hogan and Kevin Nash and stuff. With the black and white. Yeah. Well, the LWO was created around the same time period under Eddie Guerrero. Rest in peace, Eddie Guerrero.
What do they call it?
Latino World Order.
Okay.
That's what the LWO is called. Latino World Order was created back in the 90s at the same around the same time period, a little after the NWO was created. It's actually been a couple of World Order factions that was created due to the NWO, because you have the NWO Wolfpack, you have the LWO, and then you also have the BWO. The BWO,
so many WOs.
Yeah, there is. But the BWO is the Blue World Order. But we're not getting into that. We're talking about the LWO. So Rey Mysterio has been the faction leader because he brought the LWO back, to pay homage to Rey Mysterio and not Rey Mysterio, to Eddie Guerrero. Sorry about that. Yeah, he's paying homage to Eddie Guerrero. So they brought the LWO back and brought in a couple of new guys here, and he was injured for a good little minute, and he had a leg injury, but he has came back. He came back, made a return last night, helping out his cohorts in the LWO. So shout out to Rey Mysterio, one of my favorite luchadors, of course. One of my favorite wrestlers, of course. Is he my top 10? I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot out there. But yeah, shout out to Rey Mysterio. And then gonna get into the big matchup for WrestleMania, which we are talking about Roman Reigns, The Rock, Cody Rhodes, and Seth Rollins. The Rock was on SmackDown last night, and he had this. Yeah, so that was last.
So old.
You keep saying that every week we bring him up.
I
keep
know,
saying
because
that.
I'm just so shocked. Sit your ass down.
You keep saying that, but The Rock is back in WWE. I've been saying it for a number of weeks now. They are gearing up for WrestleMania weekend in April. And apparently there's 2 nights. If you haven't been watching wrestling, there's 2 nights of WrestleMania now. It's not just one. And night 1, they are promoting for The Rock and his cousin, WWE Undisputed Champion Roman Reigns to tag against Seth Rollins, World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, and Cody Rhodes, who is our two-time Royal Rumble winner that earned his spot. As far as that match, I don't know, because this is The Rock we're talking about. It's also Roman Reigns we're talking about. I'm not gonna lie, I would love to see Seth Rollins do the curb stomp onto The Rock. The curb stomp is Seth Rollins' finisher move. That's what he uses to win.
What?
The curb stomp.
Oh.
Pretty much the opponent's trying to get up on all fours. Seth Rollins runs up to them, puts the foot on the back of the damn skull, right down to the plant it right down on the mat. That's what the curb stomp is called. I would love to see Seth Rollins give the curb stomp to The Rock, but let's just be perfectly honest. The Rock is that guy. As much as you think, oh, he's too old, he can still get out there.
I'm sure he can, but he's still the facts are the facts.
People's elbow.
He still got
I mean, he probably do, but the point is, right?
But the reason why I'm bringing up this matchup is because there's been some speculation here that there might be some turncoats as far as some signaling off here. I want to see what y'all think about this, because usually whenever the bloodline, which is Roman Reigns' family, which The Rock is part of as well because they're cousins, the bloodline, whenever they come out, they do this thing where they're all out, they're all lined up, and they put the ones in the air, and they're all in the ones in the air. Well, as of late, it's been a little skeptical about some things because The Rock has been doing it too. But let's go ahead and take a look at this clip real quick, and let me let y'all know what y'all think.
Bloodline is cooking.
All right, yeah. So yeah, again, they all did their thing as far as the bloodline here, putting the ones up in the air. But I don't know if y'all noticed, The Rock is doing it a little bit differently compared to everyone else that's on the bloodline. He also did it a couple of weeks ago. Let me go ahead and show y'all real quick. You see, a couple of weeks ago, he did the same thing.
Maybe they trying to make a statement like, oh, I bet you people going, I don't know, maybe they planned that. You think?
For what I think it's I mean, me being a wrestling fan, it does definitely seem like it's a setup for like, showing us that, The Rock isn't completely part of Bloodline as far as the group. Because again, you can be family all that you want. But as far as that goes, as far as with family, if you know who the Usos are twins. It's Jimmy and Jay Uso. They also wrestle as well. They're part of the bloodline. And I can actually show y'all here real quick who Jay Uso is. I mean, Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso is the one in the red. That is Jimmy Uso. His twin brother is Jay Uso, who is on Raw. But they were a tag team and part of the bloodline together. But as of things going on at the end of last year, Jay Uso decided that, I don't want to do this no more with the bloodline. The bloodline is doing too much as far as, trying to run the show and, trying to do things here and there. And now that they have a lot of enemies. So Jay was like, no, I'm trying, I'm going to go ahead and go back.
Be over here on my own song.
I'm going to stay in my own lane. So with that being said, the reason why I brought up with The Rock, because, I mean, it seems like The Rock isn't full bloodline when it comes down to it as far as joining that group there.
I mean, they might be like third, fourth cousins, so he might not be that close to the bloodline.
I mean, it's really no telling. But getting into AEW news, this is going to be Sting's farewell match coming up tomorrow night, March 3rd for AEW Revolution. So this past Wednesday, I got a special clip here for y'all, to pay homage to Sting. I'm going to go ahead and get that playing for you.
Oh, brother! They're not waiting for Sting to come down the ramp. They're going to meet him with bats in hand. Matthew and Nicholas, they're prepared for it. Yeah, he's walking into a trap here at Sting. Come on, Sting, man, let's go. Oh my God, look at this! Sting! And he's not walking into a trap. My God, look at this! The Young Bucks have no clue. And now the realization sets in. In the words of good old JR, business just picked up. Oh, what memories of it coming down, repelling from the top. And Sting turning the tables on Matt and Nick Jackson, the equalizer. For the Darby, a coffin drop. What an iconic moment in the short history of AEW Dynamite. Sting descending from the rafters. And listen to this crowd, it has come unglued. Unbelievable. Flair smiling from the corner. Scorpion death drop.
And see, you over here talking about Sting being old and shit.
I mean, he's still the facts are the facts.
And again, I know you saw Ric Flair over there on the corner and everything.
They need to go sit their ass. They gonna get injured where they can't recover. Go sit your ass down. Nobody do not heal the same.
Well, again, this is supposed to be Sting's last match. This coming Sunday, AEW Revolution. If you did not buy the pay-per-view, or if you don't know anybody that's streaming the pay-per-view, then Wednesday was probably the last time that you saw Sting in his wrestling attire. I'm pretty sure he's going to have a farewell address this upcoming Wednesday on AEW Dynamite. But yes, this is Sting's last match. My favorite moment of Sting, honestly, was when he joined the Wolfpack, the NWO Wolfpack. And we actually got to see a side of Sting that we haven't seen, which is really more talkative and more like in depth as far as the times and stuff. Because when we saw Sting before, he used to have the colorful face paint and everything, and then he went into the whole black and white persona, and he stopped talking for a good minute.
So he talking now? Because that's the last time I remember. He wasn't talking at all.
Well, he was talking. He was talking after that. He's been around for a good little minute now. Again, he's been doing that.
So you got words now, but you didn't have words when I was growing up. Like that doesn't make any sense.
Because he was in his crow persona, so he wasn't trying to talk. But when
they made that whole movie and shit.
But when he went to. When he went into his whole Wolfpack persona and started wearing the red face paint and everything, yeah, he was starting to get a little bit more hood and actually like getting more in depth with character and stuff. So that was
he's actually saying things to see this.
But Sting is on his farewell tour here, and again, it ends tomorrow night, March 3rd. Gotta get into some NBA scores here for y'all real quick. The NBA scores last night. We did have a few games. So we got the Philadelphia 76ers beating the Charlotte Hornets. Cleveland Cavaliers beating the Detroit Pistons. Boston Celtics giving it to the Dallas Mavericks. Boo. Golden State Warriors ended up taking the dub. And we also had we all bring that card back up, Riley. Come on, man. Do your job. Do your job, Riley. We had the Pelicans beating the Pacers, the Bucks beating the Bulls, and we also had the Clippers beating the Warriors. Those were the scores last night.
The Clippers beat who?
Clippers beat the Warriors. Not the Warriors, the Wizards. The Wizards.
I was
Wizards.
about to say, now come on, Tony.
Catch me, goddammit. Catch me, goddammit. Hey, sometimes Batman falls. Sometimes the hero falls and needs to be picked up.
I was like, no, you need to get that.
So I fell off. Right? I fell off for a second. But Thursday's matchup with OKC, the Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Spurs was a really special matchup to me because I do play ball and I'm a big man, and I really appreciate the post game, the big man game, and we actually had a real good matchup between Chet Holmgren and Victor Wemby. I'm not gonna pronounce his name because I'm not trying to butcher that man's name. I know how to say it, but I gotta say it. Look, Wembanyama. Wembanyama is how you say his name. But yeah, they actually had a real dope matchup this past Thursday. It looked like some Godzilla versus King Kong type stuff because again, it was two Titans, and both of these guys are rookies coming into the league. Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, look at these guys. They're like towers. Chet Holmgren is what, 7'2", 3", and Victor's 7'6".
That's
what I'm saying. Like,
I don't even want to stand next to nobody that's that tall. Like,
listen, you got Titans, and these cats are young. Victor's only 19 years old. Let's go ahead and mention that too. He's only 19 years old.
They're not even done growing yet.
Not even done growing, because he could grow a couple more inches before
his career like 21, 22. He gonna still be. He still has more growing to do.
Still got more growing to do.
Dang, you're gonna be in the wax museum too. Most of them raised. Yeah. All the tallest players be in the wax museum.
Majority of the time, but it's also depending on how hard they go at it as far as playing and everything. You know, because most times you got to get into Hall of Fame status to get a wax figure or a statue.
Well, ain't Tim Duncan in there?
Yeah, Tim Duncan's in the Hall of Fame.
Is he?
Tim Duncan's in the Hall of Fame. See, y'all, you slipping.
I am slipping.
We talking about falling. And everything.
I messed that up. I did.
All three. Well, hell, 4, because David Robinson.
I know he's in there.
David Robinson, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, and Tim Duncan.
Kind of short though. He wasn't a tall guy.
He wasn't a tall guy, but I mean, as far as Spurs players, yes, all 3 of them made it to the Hall of Fame.
I mean, I didn't know Tim.
I didn't know Tim was.
My bad, Tim.
Yeah, Tim.
I still love you though. You can come out of retirement at any time, and I'll watch every game.
That is the greatest. That is the greatest power forward of all time.
Yes, I think so. I think so. And because Greg Popovich is who he is, the Spurs have so much class.
Greatest NBA coach of all time.
Yes, they have so much class, and the way they carry themselves. Remember when they was throwing like food and trash and shit at them, and they just kept. But I would have lost my shit.
But that was like
I would have lost it.
Again, that was before Timmy came and everything, because we kept losing. We had the pieces here and there, but we kept losing for some reason. And then whenever Timmy came in,
it was like,
and we had Ginobili,
the art of basketball just came together.
Everything just came together.
Like them. That was the team.
And I miss the old school Spurs, but we gotta get used to the new times, because just like you said, they getting old.
They are old. They old.
They are old.
But
we gotta get past that.
Meeting Sean Elliott though. Because back in the day, I used to play for the Pizza Hut League, and it was sponsored by the Spurs, so they will come to our games every once in a while. This is before I started playing for school, because you got to be a certain age to play for school. UIL rules and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So they came down to one of our games, and this was when the rec centers was open, and we can go around and play ball like that.
Yeah.
So they came to one of our games and we actually met them, like David Robinson and Sean Elliott. I met both of them, and this is when he had his little kidney surgery.
Yeah.
He still was there in his wheelchair, like he didn't care. He wanted to meet the kids that played.
Well, I mean, it's a Spurs organization.
It was a nice thing.
And if anybody's all about the heart of a Spur, real talk, it's Sean Elliott. If we just
he was so nice. He was so sweet. I just really thank my parents for even paying for me to even participate in that. Well, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna one up you.
What?
I'm gonna one up you real quick.
What?
I actually had a training session with Tim Duncan while I was in high school.
For real?
Yes. It was during the time period those practicing at the University of Incarnate Word.
Okay.
And they were getting ready to practice, so they were kicking everybody out. But I was going to acquire my ball, and Timmy had my ball. So I was like, hey. So I was like, hey, I need my ball, and I was like, hey, like, can you mind if I come out here and shoot something with you? And it ended up turning into like him teaching me a couple of fundamentals, and I utilized that stuff in my game.
He was really a good ass forward. Like,
man, gotta love
he
Timmy.
Played his position.
Gotta love Timmy. Shout out Tim Duncan. But gonna go ahead and get into these next two videos here. The last two videos of the day. We are going to play Samantha Lauren, One on the Road, and we are also going to play RHYMSTER featuring Lazy B Flow with Too Small.
It's like one night, I'm out on the road. It's the time to let it out and let it all go. They've been trying to find out, everybody wanna know. Even when I'm by myself and I keep it on the low. 2 times, you told me that you love me. Drunk here at the party, but I'm really sorry. I'm like, I can't let you think that you might've got me. Cause I'm not really rocking right now. 3 missed calls, I really gotta go. Argument is long and I love being alone. I'm not hearing nothing if it ain't about my money, and it's not keeping me happy. You know I won't make a run. Like, for the last time, everybody doubting, but I'll make it out alive. So I keep that loving me, cause everybody knows. Don't give a fuck about the cloud, man, this shit has been my goal. Like, one night, I'm out on the road. It's the time to let it out and let it all go. They've been trying to find out, everybody wanna know. Even when I'm by myself and I keep it on the low. 2 times, you told me that you love me. Drunk here at the party, but I'm really sorry. I'm like, I can't let you think that you might've got me. Cause I'm not really rocking.
You thinking too small, ain't no way you gon' get big. Diamond round my neck, 2 coke came out the fridge. Mr. Freeze, go get my suit, I'm about to blast it ice. You ain't been running shit since AP was our beef with Vikings. Size don't matter when you flat on your bag, no pause. No matter how many tokens you put in this game, can't beat the boss. Quiet as a shadow, loud as my image. Old money got my back, that's what my lawyer's speaking, yeah it is.
Yeah. Thinking way too smart, but thoughts be scattered, how that is. Trees on neck, believing where we be, still dropping shit. Thoughts be thoughts, manifesting what you know about this. Hanging with got goats and fire, where you think that is? Higher than a mountain on the cloud where spirits live. Double cup of diamonds, put the weed inside my ribs. Asian mix Latina, she gon' hop up on her dick. Asian mix Latina, she gon' hop right on her dick.
I fix the game like Donnie, he got call it however I want. No lobotomy could fix him, this that self-taught. Turn experiences to record-breaking stats, I do. Who you know could turn opinions into facts, I do. Shake your shit up on my titties. DJ make it bounce like titties. Hit the job, you the gritty. Talk to you like they did the Diddy. I'm so disrespectful.
Yeah. I was getting into it. That is my homie RHYMSTER, coming straight out of Chicago. Again, that was Samantha Lauren coming out of Miami, and then RHYMSTER with Lazy B Flow coming out of Chicago. Speaking of which, RHYMSTER will be in San Antonio this May, bringing the Eyes on the Prize event, which is going to be co-hosted by yours truly, and it's going to be a versus concept type of event. We already got We already got our competitors lined up. We already got our acts lined up. And again, that is going to be in May with the homie RHYMSTER. Again, coming straight out of Chicago, bringing that here to Texas. He's actually bringing it twice because he said he wanted to bring it down in July as well.
Oh, May and July, excuse me.
Yeah, May and July. So, yeah, shout out to RHYMSTER because this is going to be huge. And I definitely appreciate you, reaching out to us for getting this stuff going. I know that's the same shit.
I'm excited, but I'm nervous as hell.
I know you are.
Like,
I know you are, because this is gonna be like one of your very first hosting events.
Yeah,
you know,
it's gonna be my first time hosting an event, so I would be nervous. So I'm gonna have to have at least my sister or one of my friends there with me.
but again, just know you're not on stage alone. And again, remember how I told you, like if you get that nervous on stage trying to, do this, like look at the crowd, but then look at me. Or look at your other calls. That's the easiest way to get out of that, that aspect. Of it's gonna be fun. You're gonna do fine.
I'm gonna have to be like, where is my sister? Like,
I promise you're gonna do fine.
I'll be like, girl, stand right there so I can make sure I can see you.
But yeah, shout out to RHYMSTER, another artist that I plan on doing stuff here with in the near future. We already like working on a track. Again, all these artists that I'm coming across, I'm networking. So again, y'all artists, y'all trying to network, definitely hit me up, yo, because I'm trying to make moves. I'm trying to make moves going out to these shows, to these other cities. I'm glad
y'all invited to come to only in the city, not when we go to town.
Yeah.
I just want to be very clear. But
unless y'all got your own money, y'all get your own hotel.
You know what I'm saying? But free publicity is cool, but
at the end of
the
day,
city, if we out in one of these events, please, pull up on us.
Pull up on us.
Roll up,
pull up.
There it is.
Roll up or pull up on us. We'll take either one. Yeah, most definitely. Gonna go ahead and get into Sonora Says today. What's good?
Right. Look, y'all, listen. I like that slide. Y'all know I love me.
Yeah. I went ahead and I did some appreciation edits. Cause I know the old Sonora Says card. I'm not gonna say it was plain, but this one was a hell of a lot more better. I am getting a lot more better at this editing stuff. So if you also need editing too. But we are gonna get into Sonora Says. Sonora, what you saying today?
So, how has being a sibling impacted your life, good or bad? But before we answer this question, I want to say this though. I was supposed to do this show by myself today, but luckily Tony got off when he did. And came because I was so nervous, y'all. Y'all don't understand. I've been practicing all week. Been on the phone with him, driving him crazy. Like, hey, I don't know if I can do this. But he got off right in time.
And it just goes to show, the show must go on because she was willing to be like, hey, nah, like,
I got myself out there.
She was like, I got this. She said, Tony, I know you got some stuff going on. I got this, but guess what? I handled up. And I was like, look, I'm here on time. Let's get it.
He came on time. He was like, no need. You good. I was like, okay. Woo.
But as far as the topic, again, with the siblings, I have a blood sibling, and then I got probably like 3 or 4 bros that I call my bros, like real talk, because we grew up together.
So how has that helped you build relationships outside of your actual blood sibling? Because having a sibling to me is like you have a forever friend without even like asking for it. You just have them. So like, it's like, so it helps you build character in a way. Sometimes it could be good for people and sometimes it could be bad, but that helps you choose the people that you call bros right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It totally depends because I love my sister. I love my sister dearly. Shout out to Rhea. I love my sister dearly, but I'm just gonna be perfectly honest. When I was younger, sibling rivalry was real.
I believe it.
And when I mean real, I'm talking about like we are over here duking it out, pulling pranks on each other, doing like
shit you ain't got no
arguing.
business.
Yeah, shit we ain't got no business doing. Over here arguing. I can't name the number of times my mom had to get in between me and my sister. But you know, getting older, and
you learn to appreciate them for who they are.
You do start learning to appreciate more because getting older, I didn't realize that me and my sister had a lot of similarities on things. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, I'm getting to know you, and
because they're a different person from when you grew up. Because you know, sometimes in the households, kids are treated differently, so it builds some type of resentment, and it fucks with kids psychologically. So they carry that even into adulthood. So it fucks with their relationships with people outside of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because for 6 years, my sister was the only child until I was born. So
fucked the world up.
Yeah, I fucked everything up because she was getting everything, and then here I come. And now she's like,
now hold the fuck up.
Hold the fuck up. And and again, that was always one of our many arguments as well. Growing up, like she always used to come at my mom and my dad. Tony always gets everything. He's always getting stuff, and all the I don't get anything.
She built resentment towards you off of your parents. However they decided to run the household. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
so it really was. It's not about you. Like that's what I be wanting people to understand. Like it's not about you. It's about their perception of that reality that they lived in. Exactly. Even though y'all were in the same home, it's like she lived a different reality than you did. Her experience, not a different reality. Her experience was different than yours. So it wasn't. It's not you that she's mad at. You know what I'm saying?
And then when she got to know older me. Like growing up, she actually took me to get my first tattoo.
Really?
Yeah. I actually need to get some work on it, but this T right here.
Oh, that's kind of big.
Yeah. I have big arms, but this T right here is the very first. That is the very first tattoo that I got, but it needs to be shaded in now because again, I was younger when I got this. I was all of 16, 17 when I got that. And yeah, like it's all stretched now, so I gotta get it filled in more. But
my tattoos have stretched too. I ain't gonna lie, like because I thought I was gonna be small for the rest of my life because I didn't think I was ever gonna have a kid.
But then you had a kid.
But then I had a kid, and you know, women's bodies change. Even if you don't have a kid, that shit just changed because of hormones and shit. So this tattoo right here used to wrap around my entire arm. Like it literally used to go from way over here, like and now it's just like in the center. So I'm like, damn, like did I get that big? Like I can't a whole other person having a kid. Like,
it is all good. You are still beautiful in your manner, so that it is all good. But so as far as building up that relationship with my sister, it did strengthen my relationships with my bros, who again it's my circle. And
you got to choose that. I say we have chosen family and we have family that we were just born into.
Exactly.
Right. And so I take more pride in the people that I chose to be around me versus my family. And that sounds so fucked up. But like
it's true. Because I mean I've done the same thing. Because I'm not gonna lie, like I had to look at other father figures growing up because me and my father we did bump heads to the point where I was like, nah, fuck this. I'd rather just love you from a distance. But we made up long time ago. You ain't gotta worry about that now because I love my dad. Shout out to my pops.
You start to learn to appreciate your parents too when you start having kids because you'd be like, oh shit. They always tell you, you gonna find out one day. You gonna find out one day. Ooh.
That day came.
Woo!
That day came.
I'm like, oh my goodness. Like,
I have these conversations with my father. I have these conversations with my father like at least like once a week, and it's literally talking about my kids and how they're developing. And I look at him, I'm like,
same.
You had to go through this with me?
Like, how did you deal with this? I always call my mom and ask her like. Because how my son is right now is like how I was with my mom growing up. Like he's just very kind of closed off. Like I don't cry, but my mom, I grew up with my mom from a different era. She was like, I don't give a fuck. You finna say something, you know what I'm saying? So I just try to give him his like respect and his privacy or whatever. Like I'm one of them moms. Like I'm gonna give you your respect, but if I ask and you don't want to tell me, then I don't cry. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, he'll come tell me when he gets ready. But it was the opposite for me in my household. But then when I look back on it, my mom gave me as much space as she thought I needed to have my privacy and stuff. And it's still like that now. And me as an adult, I still have that same we still have that same relationship. She doesn't pry. So like if I want to share, she's there. If I don't, she's like, okay. You know, because she had to learn me too, because we know our kids as kids, but then once they become adults, we have to figure them out as well.
Yeah, that's and don't pry y'all's kids, because again, respect their privacy, because I got 2 teenagers.
Unless they just doing some shit they ain't got no business. That's when you tell the house.
Right? I'm big booting, kicking doors down. Man, I
will drag you by your hair.
I will roll up. I will roll my car, drive my car
through
the house if I need to. Barricaded. If you got it barricaded, best believe my big 320-pound ass is going to bust somebody's door down if I know what the hell's going on. Hold up.
With these kids.
With these kids, yo.
It got to be a balance, though, of discipline and respect, because we want our kids to go out into the world and not be damaged or have to recover from a childhood. Like, because we all in a generation where we literally had to recover from our childhood. I wanted to make sure I wasn't that mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want my kid to have to be in therapy when he gets my age or and
then you know, knowing my big ass again, I want my kid. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. I want my kids to talk back to either me or their mamas. I have two baby mamas, but I want my kids to talk back to either me or their mamas. Because my big ass
foot
look
in your ass.
Look. Just straight up at the ass. Look.
I have a boy. Even if I had a girl, I still would be the same way. Like, I'm gonna protect you at all costs, but it's not gonna be like I'm not just gonna let you just do whatever. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That part. And that's what I'm saying. Like I got a teenage boy and a teenage girl, and then I got 11-year-old baby girl. But the 11-year-old baby girl is the one that's been mouthing off, and I'm like, hold up.
She's from that age to about 16 or 17. They gonna give. I've been in this fight for a minute now.
And again, I have to bend down to get face to face, eye to eye, because again, my ass is 6'6". And I'm looking down at my baby. My baby's all of 5'2", 5'4". Yes, I have a big baby. She's 11 years old, 5'2", 5'4".
I mean, well, her dad's pretty big.
Yeah, her daddy is pretty big. But I do still have to get down eye level, be like, hey, look.
Stop playing with me.
Stop playing, man. I'll wring your neck around here.
My son is taller than me, so.
Oh yeah, so you got.
Yeah.
Look.
Oh, don't let me get loud, because he'd be like, oh shit, yeah, don't make me slide you. Don't, because I will.
Because you can feel that energy come up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I will slide you.
But yeah, as far as my kids, again, shout out to my kids. Love my kids. Shout out to your son, because again,
keeps
love
me very, very busy.
Of course, but you know, this is life. And when they start to carry off on their own and everything,
I'm gonna be so sad.
It's gonna be sad, but I'm also gonna be happy.
Because for a long time it was just me and him, and then now he's like with his dad like most days, and my feelings be hurt.
I feel that, but at the end of the day, you're gonna be like, I ain't gotta do this shit no more.
Sometimes I don't. Like, sometimes I'm okay, because like it gives me the room to continue to like work longer hours if I want to, or like that space is open. Like, I'm not using that space to go out and party. Sometimes I might, but I'm always like working so I can stay busy, because I'm like, this is what I needed in a way, so I can kind of like build up what I need to build up, because being a mom is really a lot of work, and people be playing on our tops, and that shit is work, right? And trying to work a full-time job. Like, I had a career. You know what I'm saying? I have a career. Yes. And so luckily the job that I do have, I love them. They love me, and they let me do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Because they understand like family comes first. And anytime I have anything to do with my son, I'm shutting everything down. I don't care what it is. I gotta go. Like, that's just it. I've always been like that since I had him, because he wasn't supposed to be here, but he's here. And he's my miracle baby. And so he's spoiled as hell. He's a good kid. He's a very good kid. I have to say, I had lucked up and got a very good kid.
I mean, we got some good kids.
They stay in the house. They don't bother nobody.
My son is the only one that gives me trouble, but it's not big trouble or anything like
I ain't
that.
gonna say that because when my son fuck up, it be bad. I'd be like, damn, why you couldn't do you?
My son does try his best not to fuck up, and sometimes he gets in situations where
It be
fuck
bad.
up. And we get to that point where it's like
be on a different level.
yeah, they are.
Oh my god.
And we get to the point where like I ask him, how fucked up is fucked up?
Yeah,
Nah,
because
that's fucked
look,
up.
before you tell me before the principal or somebody call me what's going on, because
how fucked up is fucked up.
and it's not
That's
often
fucked up.
it's not often that the kids mess up, but it's just when they do. I'll be like, damn, you couldn't figure out nothing else that's what you chose to do.
Yeah.
Like, that's why you get hit upside your head right now. That was dumb. Like,
and on that note, because we don't tolerate
I didn't say I abused him. I just said I smacked.
Nah, we know what's up, especially black parents. We know what's up. But no, on that
We're not
note,
promoting child abuse, I swear. Oh my god, no.
on that note, though, we are going to go ahead and wrap things up for today's episode. This was episode 6. Again, we are going to have more videos for y'all next week. Another Haymaker matchup.
Where can they find you, Tony?
They can actually find me on Facebook, T.Willie Loomis, or you can find me on Instagram, T.Will12 Made It. And then we also do have our Rain and Melodies Facebook page, which is Rain and Melodies 210. Y'all go ahead and follow that page as well. Where can they find you at, Sonora?
They can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat as Sonora Harris. All my handles are the same. And y'all also watch me on Wednesday nights at 7:30 on Harris Chronicles.
Yeah.
Yes. And y'all make sure y'all tune in next week. And thank y'all for tuning in this week as well.
Also, y'all tune in. Y'all tune in to the Head Nerds in Charge. Shout out to Teffy Wonder and shout out to Kurt again, giving us this opportunity to be able to do this for our underground artists. Y'all go ahead and follow the Head Nerds in Charge. Also, shout out to Dojo DJs. That is Hypnotic the DJ and Dojo DJ Dev. They are the ones that hook us up with the artist networking and everything as well. So yeah, shout out to them. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up again.
Who said that?
That was a banner.
Oh.
That was a banner.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Look, yeah, we wrapping it up.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all